Hi, welcome back. So, in introductory video concerning algebraic expressions, I couldn't finalize my thoughts in that video before the video ended abruptly. So let's continue and finish up on the introduction to algebraic expressions. Then the next one will be we'll zoom off into the calculations, right? So we got to a point that I was talking about this particular side, talking about what like terms, right? So the like terms and powers of each letter must be the same, right? So let's do this before I move on to forming algebraic expressions, where I told you in aptitude tests, they will give you a statement, you have to re-express it or give it a restatement into mathematical expressions. They will speak English, raw English, and then you have to rewrite it into mathematical expressions, right? Now, before I do that, let me finish on this particular term called like terms. So the letters and powers of each letter must be the same. So the letters and power, the letters and powers of each must be the same. Don't worry, I will explain to you. For example, this 3x squared y and negative 4x squared y are like terms. Why do we say so? But 3x squared y and negative 4xy squared are not like terms. Why? Because x squared y and xy squared are different, right? Here we see x to be squared, y is not squared. But when it comes here, x is not squared, y is squared. And these are what? Different. They are not the same terms, right? So they are not like terms. But in a situation whereby we see x squared, right? And then here also, in this term, in this 3x squared y, and then 4x squared y, they are like terms because x is squared here, y is not squared, y is not squared. So that's what it means. So these are like terms, but this and these are not like terms. So we have to be very careful. Now you have to understand this because when it gets to the calculation or operations, this one will allow us to either add or subtract when you have to do those. So if not, you can't do them. So you can only add or subtract when we have like terms or not. So that's the idea that we are trying to establish before we go into the calculation. So that's what it means. Now let's come again. X squared and y squared are like terms. So you can see x is squared here, and then x is also squared here. So we are not looking at the constants. But the variables. So algebraic expression basically, or most importantly, talks about variables. Now negative 8 squared and then 5y squared are not like terms. Now I hope you see the picture. Now let's come back to the main show of this particular video, where we are forming algebraic expressions. So here, like I said, you'll be given raw English. You have to write mathematical expressions, and this is where most of us sometimes we are alarmed when we hear the idea of aptitude tests or going to write these tests, because most of the companies, or in fact jobs or companies employ people, they will let you go through this because the number is too big, and they need a way to cut down the number of employees or the applicants, the qualified one, and that's what they use. So that's the reason. So it's better to understand this. So you may think, oh, okay, my level, I'm not in the elementary level stage. Why do I have to learn these things? I'm telling you, if you're not even going to write exams or maybe academic or maybe exams for a school, you will need this when you are to get employment, because that is important. So don't worry, let's see. Now, statements in words are often written as algebraic expressions in mathematics. Any letter may be used for the unknown number, like we said, but a different letter must be used for each different unknown. That's what it means. So one term, if you're talking about a particular idea or quantity, let's say rice, if we are saying rice, we are going to use x to represent rice, Then in the same expression or equation, if you are to combine that with another item, let's say yam, you cannot use x again. X then means that yam could go for y. So that's what we are talking about, right? Now, simple logic is usually all that is required. Simple logic is usually all that is required to translate a set of instructions into an algebraic expression. So it's your ability to understand grammar. So let me use this opportunity to introduce you that we don't only teach math, we do English. We teach English, right? Grammar, and then even literature on a platform called Lexiora, another TikTok account. So this is to help you. You may think you have completed a school, or maybe you are done with school, the elementary SHS, so why the need? I'm telling you, if you really want to be very sharp at these things, you have to understand the basics. Yes, the fundamentals. At least you should be able to speak simple, proper English. So that is it. So there, we take care of our English. Now, let's go back to our business. Now, in this example, each simple statement has been written as an algebraic expression. So look at it very carefully. Now, we may have a phrase. This is where the examiner will ask you to write this. The examiner will ask this. Then you have to give expression or translate it to this mathematical expression. Because we know that the moment this is given to you, it's very, very simple to do your calculation. So it means that aptitude test in its sense is easy, but it's your ability to understand common or simple English and do your translation is the what? The difficulty. That is it. So 9 increased by a number x. What does it mean? So 9 increased by a number x. So that means increased by means addition. So take what is given, then the number, a number x. So that is x is what we don't know, unknown, but 9 is known. So 9 plus x. Now 14 decreased by a number p. So 14 decreased by is minus p. Now 7 less than a number t. 7 less than a number t. So number less than a number t. So the t will come less than. So it means that less than t. Right? You understand this if you took care or you were very serious with inequality, where we represent it on the number line. Right? You understand this in chapter 2. I think so. We did that. So this is it. So less than number what? T. So t minus 7. The product of 9 and a number n. So n times n. Sorry, 9 times n. Or this is it. It's the same expression. 9n. Now, 32 divided by a number y. This is simple. So 32 divided by, the number 32 is coming first. Now, bear in mind, if you should do it y divided by 32, you get a different answer, and that is wrong. So it's you should have their ability to know which number or variable is coming first in their expression. If it comes to multiplication, that one, because it's commutative, you will not have problem. When it comes to addition, because it's commutative, you see now whatever we learned, I am putting them into practice in chapter 2. Yes, so commutative is simple for addition and multiplication. So that is the idea. Now let's finish up here. Now the statement, 5 more than twice a number. 5 more than. So more than, you should catch that idea. The moment you see more than, less than, increase, decrease, it should ring a bell. So 5 more than 2n, than twice a number. And the number is what we don't know. So n, but we are saying twice, so 2. You understand? The product of a number 6 added to 10. 10 plus added to what? 6. The product. So product is multiplication. So the product of a number, multiplication. So 6n. You get a point. So that is it. So 7 divided by twice a number. The same expression. So now pause the video and just be reading this, and then you understand it. So thank you very much for watching. This will be the end of the introductory lesson of videos on algebraic expression. Please like, subscribe, share. Let's hit operation 1K. Let's come in live so that I'll the difficulty with the recording, the limits